Oink, 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 oink. Little piggies, piggies.
When I was like 15, 16, I used to go into gas stations to buy cigarettes, and I did not have a fake ID that said I was of age. So I would just pretend to be like a foreign national and just speak with a very thick, very fake Russian accent and pretend I didn't understand what the attendant was saying until they would just relent and give me the cigarettes. And I would not only do this for myself, I would also do this for my friends who couldn't buy cigarettes because they were too young. I would literally just walk in, and when they asked for ID, I would be like, nochev, and wave the money in their face until they just gave it to me. I was just persistent and weird. And now, as a fully grown adult, I get nervous speaking with people I know in public. Like, where did the chutzpah of this little hoodlum that I used to be go? I would like some of it back.
You're telling me it's not a common goal to try crack when you're 80? You're gonna die not knowing what that feels like? You're 80. What else are you gonna do?
I walked outside with no bra on. I know, call the police. I walked outside with no bra on because I just didn't put one on. I forgot. I'm not always wearing chains that bind me, diva. No one cares that I'm not wearing a bra, right? I'm walking in a way where I'm trying to make people not uncomfortable, but I'm also not like making it my MO that you don't see my bagongas. The only people who notice that you are not wearing a bra are older women. Older women love to look at your tits. And I know it's not in a, oh, I remember when mine were that way type of way. It's in like a, you're a fucking whore! Put on a bra, bitch! And I don't subscribe to that, okay? If you want to wear a bra, slay. I wear a bra. But also sometimes I don't. I eat today. And when old women are looking at your bagongas in line, they are not subtle about it at all. They look at you and they're like... And at one point I just want to be like, you want them, babe? Come and get them. I swear, so many of the women in that generation specifically were all about burning their fucking bras, and I don't know if it's the same ones that were burning their bras, but what happened to burning your fucking bra? Burn it, babe, burn.
Watching men fight is the scariest shit you gonna see. Watching two girls fight is like funny. It's like a lot of kicking. Fuck you, bitch.
This is not true. This is not true. I think y'all only think this because y'all don't see women as capable as men. No. It depends on why they are fighting. The subject matter. Men can bump their chest and shove back and forth amounting to nothing all the time because the fight wasn't that serious. I've seen women fight about 2-3 years ago at my last spot. Very small neighborhood, but lots of kids. The kids were playing outside. Some of the kids started arguing. Nothing serious. Someone started crying. Most of them go home. Give it about 10 minutes. A heavier set white woman comes walking down the street, aggressively knocking on my neighbor's door who lives directly across the street from me. She is banging on her door. My neighbor, black woman, opens it. I can hear them from my porch, but obviously at a distance. I can tell it's kind of heated, mostly on the white woman's part. I'm hearing the word sons being thrown around quite a bit. My neighbor has a decent amount of kids. The white woman also has a son. I can deduct that their two kids were probably the ones arguing earlier. From my living room window, I'm getting the impression that the black lady is mostly de-escalating while the white woman is mostly the aggressor. But out of nowhere, almost at lightning speed, sister grabs this white woman, pulls her into her house, and just starts taking her here and taking her there. I'm talking smacking her against the walls, throwing her against the tile floor, kicking her everything. And I'll get to what they were fighting about, don't worry. But at this point, the remaining children have dispersed because they was all playing outside in everybody's yards and stuff. But then y'all start cussing and busting holes in walls. They getting scared, everybody done went home or hiding in bushes and shit. The fight moves outside. The white woman is at least able to manage that because she definitely losing. Taller, heavier set white woman, right? Not petite or nothing, but average height, slim, thick black woman whooping the shit out this chick, definitely above her weight class. I'm noticing blood. Even all the way across the street, I can see it. It's getting grimy. Everybody in my house is in the window or in the door frame. My mama gonna try to keep it cute, keep it cordial. Ladies, there are kids out. Come on now, maybe that's enough. But she gonna tell me to record. My grandmama was there too. She gonna keep trying to go over there and diffuse the fight that way. I had to keep stopping her. I'm like, are you crazy? She gonna say, oh, well, I haven't seen the fight in years. Almost yearning. She wants to be a Jehovah's Witness. I feel like Jehovah would have something to say about you finding this entertaining. Clothes are torn. White meat scratches are visible, even from across the street. White woman's mouth is bleeding a lot. A couple of teeth have been lost. They're in the empty driveway. Sister is kicking this lady's face into the pavement. White woman not giving up though. I'll give her that. She can take a punch. and a kick. But we're gonna pause, because why were they fighting, okay? So this wasn't until after the fact, so we're gonna skip ahead, but then we will get back to the fight. So apparently these two have had problems before. White girl's son is always picking on other kids in the neighborhood, at the school, so amongst the parents, she's not well liked. No one thinks that she can raise him. So after the kid's altercation from earlier, he goes home, lies to her, more than likely, about the shit that he started, because his little light-skinned ass always instigating. She decides to, very drunk, mind you, which explains a lot, go to talk to the other woman. They already have poor history because of her parenting skills. Now something else done happened with my son, and I'm drunk. It was bound to get messy. She's banging on her door. She opens it. The usual disrespectful shit. She could tell she was drunk. It was nothing that serious. But on her way off the porch, after the fact, sister was closing the door. The white woman gonna say, yeah, that's what I thought. That's why your son don't know how to interact with others. That's why he be trying to kill himself. Yeah, we all know about that. He need to just go ahead and follow through. He need to go ahead and get that over with. Yeah, you heard that right. Yeah, kill the bitch. Stomp until there's just mush. Mind you, she's talking about a 5th or 6th grader. That's how old their kids were. Apparently, light-skinned boy had been spreading rumors about that at school. Don't even think it was true. I think he just had a medical emergency. But even if it was, now back to the fight. Because if you wasn't rooting for my good sis before, you're rooting for her now. White woman finds her footing enough to move the fight from the driveway to the grass. And she turns it into a body slamming match. Grown women lifting each other up and slamming onto the ground. Getting back up just to do it over again. They do this all the way up into the sides of the houses. So they're like between houses now. The brick wall proved useful for our good sis. If you recall, she loves to take you here and take you there. She loves to put a hole in the wall. She beating her face into the house. She punching her face into the house. She punching her and then she bounce off the wall and she punch her and then the wall get another hit and it's like ping pong. It's like ping pong. The alcohol. Like I'm pretty sure that has to be the reason that the white chick is still conscious because like I'm not a drinker myself, but I've heard stories. At this point, neighbors are out, our good sis, her people are out, but no one's really diffusing. I feel like because she's telling them not to. Honestly, I would have said the same shit. Her man, white woman's man, starts coming down the street with a shotgun. Black man. Look, I told you the baby was light-skinned, okay? Nothing about this is surprising. White mom biracials, we'll get y'all a better PR team at some point. Him, with a shotgun, obviously people get pushed back into their house. Okay, mind you, we are not in the hood. Every window open, though. Everybody know what's going on. Him rolling up with that shotgun does virtually nothing. My good sis is not fazed by it. If anything, each hit is harder than the last, and I know that's right. She said, if you gonna do something about it, be about it, and you better not miss, cause I got your bitch by the neck. But that didn't stop good sis's dad, who was there at the time, from getting his pistol, since everybody wanna be strapped up. And at this point, the fun is relatively over. You know, good sis's dad, white woman's man, they getting closer, they bumping chests, they got guns, which I'm sure weren't loaded. But you know, kids running up in my house who I've never seen before, I don't know what's going on, they're scared. Eventually, our good sis does let Ursula go. Her and her man go home. Every other neighbor comes to good sis's aid, mostly for the tea. Our protagonist was very apologetic. You know, I'm sorry it got to that, but she's not finna sit there and say nothing like that about my baby. I'll kill the bitch, you know. Cause yeah, that white woman did have to make a drunken trip to the hospital. Cause like I said, I don't know how she was still conscious. But yeah, moral of the story, like I said, I've seen niggas fight before, but the lady who I stitched, what she's describing is not about gender. Subject matter will always be important.
Do for fun.
I mean, this sounds kind of macabre, but I like to go to visit a country after a terrorist attack.
Okay.
After a terrorist attack, you know, the horse has already left the barn. It's cheap. I was in Istanbul after they had that bombing at the airport. So I went there.
Jesus Christ.
And there was a bus, was supposed to be 50 people. How many people do you think were on the bus?
2.
1.
You.
So I got the whole tour.
And they're like, why are you
The
here?
whole bus. And I stayed at a $300 a night hotel for $30.
Oh my gosh.
I was in Morocco after they chopped off two girls' heads off. and I was on this trail, on the same trail that they were on.
So wait, when you read the news of a terrorist attack, you're like, time to hit orbits.
You get really good deals, and the security is fantastic. I've gotten flights to Peru, round trip for $280.
And what happened right before that?
Oh, there was probably an earthquake or something.
So 9/12/2001, you're on a flight to New York. You're like, let's do this.
Yeah.
What's your name? Say, I love to love you, baby. Come on, Alicia. I love to love you, baby. Okay, say, I love to love you, baby. Say it, girl. I love to love you, baby. All right, I didn't ask you to try to take my job now. Okay, give it up for Alicia.
Hello, I'm a lesbian and I've gone undercover on heterosexual Tinder to ask straight men one question. What is your most controversial opinion? Here are their answers. First up, we have Christopher. I said, what's your most controversial opinion? He said, I don't even know. I mainly just chill. Oh my god, Christopher, you look like such a chill guy. You look like you chill so good. Next, we have Tony, a true and honest sociopath. I said, what's your most controversial opinion? He said, I think it's fine to go to sleep fully clothed. Jeans and a t-shirt, no problem. Tony. Now we have Dion. What's your most controversial opinion? Pineapple will never be an acceptable pizza topping. Donald Trump is not a real human. Other planets do not exist. Okay, let's address these one by one. Any man ever, if you think that a woman gives a single fuck about your pizza topping preference in any regard in a conversation, she doesn't. She does not, I promise you. Unless she explicitly asks, stop fucking telling me what you want on your pizza. The amount of times I've received that response. Anyway, Donald Trump is not a real person. I kind of agree. And then other planets do not exist. Dion coming in hot. I said, other planets? Why not? He said, just doesn't add up to me. I can see the moon, and that's the only reason I know it's real. Dion, I don't even know how to talk to you. Okay. And finally, we have Alex, yet another sociopath. I said, what's your most controversial opinion? He said, milk is good to drink on its own. Alex, go to therapy. Don't ever share that opinion with someone ever again. Oh my God.
Being 17 years old, up for my first MTV award with Destiny's Child, and it was one of the most exciting moments in my life. So I'd like for Taylor to come out and have her moment. Where are you?
Maybe we could try this again?
In the words of DJ Khaled, another one. I think that's him. But anyways, women, what's something you've said to a man that's absolutely rage bait and has never failed to piss a man off? I'm trying to have a good laugh. Y'all, when they ask, what do you bring to the table? I ask, what are you lacking that you need a woman to provide for you? I work in retail pharmacy and love to use the line, there's no need to get emotional, sir. When they raise their voices at me, being called emotional absolutely sends them. A guy once told me he was happy that I knew my place, and I responded with, yeah, above you in the tax bracket. I was getting hit on by an alpha male type while waiting for my friends, and when he asked for my phone number, I said, wait, you're straight? His face was a mix of confusion and rage. He sent me an unsolicited photograph. Verbatim, I replied, I cannot stop laughing. Who is this? When they say something negative about a woman's looks, I ask them what their mom looks like. I like to tell them they look like they don't know how to read, and they usually immediately read something to prove me wrong, to which I say, yeah, does it change that you look like you can't? When two men are about to fight, yell, kiss him. I wish I had the confidence to openly embarrass myself. How did you get yours? I pretend I think Heath Ledger's the lead singer of Nirvana. One of my daughter's friends said to me after I got a new haircut, do you get it cut like that because you're balding? I have a full head of hair, but when I tell you this left me really, you look like you can't jump a fence. I don't know, but it works every time. I told my ex that he had turtle lips. In a half-joking way once. And girl, he held on to that so hard. Every time we have an actual argument, he would bring up how I called him turtle lips. I love looking them dead in the eyes and then the confused tone asks him, wait, have you always walked like that? Some guy tried to mansplain a deadlift to me on Instagram. I asked for a picture of his calves. He blocked me. Dated a very insecure man who accused me of cheating the whole time. He said, you think you can be a hoe and be somebody? I said, shit, ask your mom. He watched her cheat on his dad repeatedly. I slid in the girl's DM once. She responded with a voice memo rapping Pop Smoke to perfection, growls and all, and then blocked me immediately. I still think about her years later. That could have been my wife. I love her for that. You look like you read with your finger.
Strike a pose.
There's one thing I've learned about rejecting people, specifically men. I used to go with the classic, no, sorry, not interested, no, I have a boyfriend, no, I have a girlfriend, something along those lines, just so that they'd leave me alone. But what I've learned is, like, more often than not, they will not leave you alone. A lot of them are visual learners, so you just have to give them a visual. I was at the club with a friend and we were dancing together, and then a guy comes up behind me and starts holding my waist out of nowhere. I don't know who this man is. And instead of saying, no, get away, like I normally would, I turned to him and I did this. Let me tell you, that man took his hands off my waist so fast. You might be wondering, oh, what if it's through text? And what if they're talking to you through text and you want them to stop texting you? I got you. You just need to give them a visual of how you're feeling on the inside, and then they'll leave you alone. Something about them seeing the actual expression on your face gets the message through that you're not interested. Because when you say, no, sorry, I have a boyfriend, they'll be like, oh, but maybe she cheats. Maybe she's a cheater. Or if you tell them, no, I'm not interested, sometimes they'll think like, oh, she's playing hard to get. But if you just give them a solid visual of how you're feeling on the inside, just a solid, they'll leave you alone.
Making somebody with a vagina come is harder than recovering your iTunes password.
When you're in school, did you ever have to get clothes from the Lost and Found? Because you soiled yourself.
No, but it sounds like you're speaking from experience.
I am actually, yeah.
Oh, really?
Several times.
That's upsetting.
You know, sometimes you just can't make it to the restroom in time.
And
you shit your pants.
Oops. Yeah, sometimes for some people, yeah, I'm sure that happens.
Yeah. That never happened to you?
No.
People think I'm younger for some reason. Like, they think I'm like 19, 20.
Because you dress like a slut.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's probably because I'm a big fat whore.
You look like you would work in an Old Navy, but you'd be someone who'd be really helpful in an Old Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you'd be super over the top helpful to the point where I'm like, leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, yeah. Just to let you know, so everything's 20% off right now, everything against the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you need a fitting room? Okay, let me know.
Let me know. Let me know.
I love to lie. Lying is great because it helps to propagate my worldview.
There you go.
You know, so I just lie about things. Like, I'll be like, oh, they did a scientific study that fat guys are better lovers. You know, I'll just say things like this.
And who's to say it's not true?
Underwear was a movie. What would it be? What's the title?
I thought of a title, but it's not a movie. It's a Red Scare.
Mine's War of the Worlds.
My dad's bald. I know a bald person, so I can't be mean to them.
Yeah,
I'm actually quite close to a bald guy, so
yeah,
I'm allowed to make fun of them. I have a bald dad, so
yeah, you're allowed to do that. He gives you permission.
He told me it was okay. He said on behalf of all bald people, I can make fun of you. So.
Exactly. That's
if you want to get mad at him.
Yeah.
Especially according to their rhetoric, it's like, well, women, like, it's a lot harder for men to have sex because women get to decide. I'm like, yeah, because you guys would fuck a hole in a tree. That's not my fault.
And listen, if I had a penis, I'd probably try to fuck a tree too. Trees are hot.
Okay. And let's talk about it.
It's a dude. He's standing there.
I've seen enough. That's it. I have comments already.
That's how women have been conditioned, that everything that we do is for the male gaze.
Truly.
Which, newsflash, I don't ever want a man to look at me ever again. Ever.
You and me both. You and me both. He also says, if it's small, just say that. Like, women always say that to men. But I always think, instead of saying if it's small, just say that, you just say if you can't get it past the cheeks.
Yeah.
They take that way more personal.
I think I would just take out if. I would just say it's small.
Yeah,
if,
clearly.
Girl, there's no if, ands, or buts. It is small.
You tweeted once, like, this nasty ass message I got sent to you, and you said, I just want to know, like, for real, tell me, do you think you're going to heaven when you send messages like this?
He's not. He's actually going in the basement of hell. You read the DM.
Yeah.
I opened that and was like...
Some, you know, it's like Batman superpowers, white privilege.
I was like, damn, nah, think about it.
It's true.
All right, 100 men versus one gorilla. I want to give my take on it because I've had the body hair of a gorilla since the age of like 3 or something. So I think I can speak on behalf of the gorilla as well. Now, if it's 100 normal men, we're losing, all right? Gorillas have got thumbs on their feet, brother. Imagine seeing a fully grown silverback holding up 4 men in the air and choking him out at the same time. There's no hope. But we've got a secret weapon that no one seems to be talking about and that the gorillas don't have. Crackheads. 100 crackheads versus one gorilla. This changes everything. Crackhead strength is one of the wonders of the world. One crackhead has got the strength of 3 human beings. Now, if we can train them to fight collectively as a group, like half of them are fighting the gorilla whilst the other half is in the back with a crack pipe plugged in like an iPhone in charge, and once they're fully powered up, they switch. This might actually work. Honest, I know gorillas can rip humans in half, but brother, tell a crackhead you'll give him a shopping trolley to keep his belongings in after he beats the gorilla. Watch them get up like the Terminator every time they fall down. Right now, look at me. Even the gorilla will be like, A gorilla's diet consists of just trees and plants. They're a herbivore. A crackhead diet consists of just 1 cigarette a week for the past 5 years. Even if they can't beat the gorilla physically, they'll exhaust the gorilla mentally. Imagine 100 crackheads in your ear being like, bro, can I borrow $5 for the bus, please? The gorilla will tap out. Crackheads, you're our only hope. I salute you. I stand with you.
I just saw a video about a friend talking about how her friend's lace was fucked up and she had to say it in front of niggas because she's so real and she gotta say it and she don't give a fuck. I dare a bitch to tell me that my lace, which is fucked up right now, is fucked up in front of niggas. In front of niggas? My niggas? My fine shit? My Shayla? Bitch, I'm gonna expose your deepest, darkest secret. Fuck! I'm going to expose your deepest, darkest secret, bitch. Actually, I'm gonna rip your jeans off, rip your panties off, and I'm gonna show it to all the niggas. Oh my God, look at that. What the fuck is that stain on your fucking panties, bitch? I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck. You don't ever talk about my fucked up ass lace in front of the niggas. Are you fucking stupid or dumb, bitch? I don't even fucking play like that, bitch. I'm going to go into your house, take a picture of every fucking pair of drawers and your fucking dirty clothes, and I'm gonna run back to the spot that we're at, and I'm gonna show all of them niggas, and I'm going to say, why do you have all these brown and green stains in your panties? I just want to let you know, because I have to be real and I have to tell you, y'all. Fine shit, why does she have those? I don't give a fuck. Because I thought we was talking about shit that was fucked up, bitch.
Filipinos be naming their kids the craziest shit sometimes. Like, it's so funny. And I feel like giving Filipinos the creative liberty of naming their children is like too much power. Like my mom didn't name me or my siblings anything too crazy, but the craziest one, quote unquote, is probably my little brother, because his name is literally African. Like, because it means like little king according to my mom, but it's spelled Kyan, and everyone always thinks it's pronounced Kian, but it's Kian. Filipinos love having like multiple names as your first name, so it's really common to have 2 first names, you know, then your middle name and last name. I don't know. My cousin in the Philippines, she literally has 3 first names. Like, one of my cousins in the Philippines, his nickname is G-Boy, and whenever I talk about him to, like, my friends or whoever, they're always like, oh, why is his nickname G-Boy? His full first name is Gary Boy. And get this, wait. His little brother's name, my other cousin, is GB. Not the letter G and the letter B. It's phonetically spelled GB. Crazy. Like, I don't know, sometimes, like, Filipinos, they'll name their kids, like, something biblical, like fucking Joshua. And then their sibling's name is fucking Stephen Curry. Like, I don't get it.
What are y'all's grandma names gonna be? Like, I feel like I don't want mine to be like Mimi or PP. It needs to be something cunt. They need to be like, yeah, Grandma Puchina had it going on back in the day.
Ew, I'm annoyed. Like, get out of my fucking face today. I'm serious. Like, oh my fucking god. I woke up, looked in my fucking phone camera thing, saw how ugly I looked, literally tried to go back to bed because I was like, that can't be me. And then I couldn't go back to bed, so I scrolled on TikTok and I was just fucking annoyed. And then I got in the shower and my sister's flickering a light like, bitch, can I shower? Like, can I enjoy my shower, you selfish fucking piece of dog shit? Get out of my face. I'm annoyed. Can't you see that? I'm trying to shower to calm myself down. They're gonna remove my audio like they always do. I'm so annoyed. And then I was just in the shower. I was like, oh my god, I'm pissed. My hair, like, I honestly think it's because I'm on my period and I have my natural hair out. But it's like, I can't do anything about that. Like, I'm trying to save money and I can't just be like spending all my money on getting my nails done and getting my hair done. So I'm stuck like this. I'm disgusting and I'm stuck like this. Like, oh my god. I'm so annoyed. And I'm broke. Like, that doesn't help. Broke, ugly, and annoyed, and on my period. Like, that's an ugly, disgusting combo. And I keep breaking out in, like, the hormonal areas, and I'm like, oh, there's nothing I do about that because I'm on my Stop it right now. And then this morning, my sister's friend stepped over, and she's like, she went to Dunkin'. I'm like, wow, you fucking bitch. You couldn't ask me if I wanted anything. She's like, I got you something. I was like, what? She's like, a bagel. I'm sorry that I had an outburst. I'm sorry. I just hate breakfast. Like, that just pissed me off even more. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Let me take some time to collect myself. Guys, I'm sorry if my outburst scared you. Like, I know that was terrifying. Like, it was so loud. I broke my lip liner. Like, that's how hard I slammed the table. Like, it fell and it broke. Like, I'm just not in a great mood today. And I just want a little, I'm just going to go get a little coffee. I'm going to get a little coffee. And I'm going to, I don't know, but I just need to do something. Like, that's why I'm doing my makeup, because this is literally, and oh my god, that's another thing that pisses me the motherfuck off. I hate when you're talking to someone old. It's always someone old. And they're like, you don't need makeup. I like doing, oh my god. Oh my god, I like doing this. It's fun for me. Like, leave me alone. You're so annoying and so old. Like, the fact that you still think I'm doing makeup because I'm insecure and I don't like makeup is, oh my god, you're so annoying. Like, I don't understand old people sometimes. Like, why, what even made you what possessed you to say that to me? You're so dumb. I'm doing this because it's fun. It's cute. It's cunty. It's girly. Why would I not do it? I love being, ooh. I hope you didn't see my titties. I love being a girl. Like, I could not imagine being a gross man. Like, ew. I would actually hate that so much. Like, men are just so ew. Like, oh my god. Ugh, I could never be a man and, like, have, like, a whole, like, dick and balls, like, swinging between my legs. Like, ew. Okay. Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. This is I'm very bronzed, honey. Damn. But you know what? It's cute. I don't care. I'm gonna do pink blush because I want to. Like, leave me alone. You're annoying. Okay, I'm going to Dunkin', so fuck off. Bye. Love you. Sorry for being mean today.
All clean? Oh, yeah. I know. Listen, we gotta get that boy a clean.
E buongiorno Manuel, ecco moviamo stamattina come si vedo, eh? I capelli te li tagliati oggi, questo becco bello liscio lindo che tieni. Sei mancato, eh? Ecco moviamo.
Why the fuck do you have a fucking shiesty on, bro?
I can't?
No!
Why?
You look stupid.
Okay.
Take that shit off.
But why can't I have it on? Let's hear some racist shit. Why can't I have it on? Why can't I have it on?
You don't have a neck. He's like Buzz Lightyear. He said he look like Buzz Lightyear.
Okay, I'll be that. Can I stand up? But why can't I have it on?
Hey, yo, nigga,
¿Cómo hacer una música brasileña?
Puppy?
No, he's 17-year-old, bro.
He's 17. Looks like a puppy.
Oh yeah, he does. Oh my god. What is this? Ew. Beethoven. Freak. Is that her? Hi, it's me, you're all in danger. Never getting better cause I'm such a hater. Got my finger on the detonator. Crazy girl shit, gonna go spring break.